I don't know what episode number this is. 14? Because last one, yeah, it's 14.
14.
I think. Yeah,
Just
go ahead.
the age of consent.
In some countries.
No, every country. I'm pretty sure.
Fact check yourself.
No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna.
No, it's just universal on all planets, countries, galaxies,
all
dimensions.
14 is old enough.
Fucking.
That's what I think.
Okay, well, I mean, you're entitled to whatever you think.
All right, good.
And imagine they just let it, like, you just personally decide whatever age of consent is.
Oh yeah, I feel like, actually, you know what? It's not 14. It's that. Everyone gets their own age.
Yeah.
They're just like, you know what? I really think at 13, like, I was immature enough to make my own decision. So
right
now I'm like, 20 something. I can do a 13-year-old because I know for a fact that they're fine.
Yeah, someone can contest it in court, and then you just be like, no, that's what I think is right.
Yeah.
And then they're just like, oh, right, okay.
Or you could just afterwards, you just say, I thought that was fine. I thought that was what I didn't know.
That's what fucking I do whenever I'm pulled over. I'm just like, I thought that was cool. I thought you guys would be cool with that.
Yeah.
And I wish they'd be like, okay.
You did?
Like the cop would be like, all right, well, if you thought it was cool, I mean, I can't tell you what to do.
Next time, don't run somebody over. Get out of here.
Imagine a cop was just like, I can't just tell you how to live your life, so I mean, you just do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Onward.
You're not the boss of me.
I would fucking love that. Welcome to Mission Impossible episode 14, The Cube 2, HyperCube.
Yep. The cube squared.
Cube squared, and we thought there was to be a cube cubed. It'd be a cube 3, or to the third power, exponents, PEMDAS, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. But there isn't a cube 3. It's just called cube 0.
And I'm so mad about it.
Yeah, I'm pissed.
You have cube, and then you have cube squared. Okay, fine, I don't like it, but I'll take it. And now you're going to make a third one, and you don't make it cubed is so upsetting to me. That's why later in the episode, I will make my own cube cubed the way it should have been made.
Of course.
Which, we haven't seen the movie, but it's a prequel, so I just know it's going to blow chunks.
Yeah, you're doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, I'm making it right. I'm rewriting history.
Of course. Praise God. Today's episode is brought to you by it's something that's kind of been a topic for us for the past couple episodes. I think we brought it up, but it's brought to you by the Conversation Hostage Hotline.
Okay.
So we've talked about it before. It's just like when someone's just holding you hostage with conversation that you don't want to talk to, and you're trying to exit the conversation. You're literally physically showing them, like,
you're walking away. And
you're walking away, and they're just like, and it's not important stuff usually. Those people who do that, it's not like
they just love to talk.
Yeah, they just want to fucking talk to you, and not that I'm against conversation, but like someone, I don't know. Anyway, the conversation hotline is someone you can call or maybe just like text really quick, or maybe it's an app that's like a quick button, and then someone will call you, or something like more severe, like maybe someone can like come up and stab you or something. Like, I can't have this conversation. I just got stabbed, like by some guy.
Oh yeah, you're like, I really have to, attend to the stab wound.
Yeah,
and they'd be like.
And they'd be like, well, hold on, one more thing.
Yeah. And an ambulance comes, takes you away, and they jump in the ambulance with you, and they start chatting you up while you're in the stretcher.
Or someone throws like a rabid like monkey at your face, or like raccoon.
Yeah.
You're like, oh god, there's raccoons.
I really gotta.
I gotta go. Like I really gotta go, and they're just like, hold on, like
super
I'm still
pressing issue.
Yeah, like maybe they'll do something like that, or just anything, like a helicopter just comes and picks you up. They got a pretty good budget,
Yeah,
like
and it's a free app.
It's a free app, yeah.
That's the craziest part.
You can buy like the premium if you really wanted to.
Yeah, that includes unlimited helicopters.
Yeah, I mean, and like some celebrities like Jared Leto will come up and be like, "Hey, we gotta go," It'd be like, "Hey, I gotta go." It's Jared Leto, just like,
you've seen him in the Joker. He doesn't like to wait.
Yeah, so
and
that's the conversation hostage.
You know what that made me think of? All right, so how about this as a way to get out of a conversation?
Sure.
If you hold the button on the side of your phone, it'll call the police.
Really?
Like the emergency thing where you like hold the two buttons and it'll be like the longer you hold them, it'll dial 911.
Oh.
I know this by accident because sometimes iPhone screens are non-responsive, and you try to turn off your phone and turn it back on, but you can't turn off your phone without swiping a little bar on it.
Yeah.
So it's a catch-22, and there's a way to reset it, but it's like a series of buttons you have to press, and it's not what you would think. And so anyways, I accidentally called the police one time, and I could hear them on the phone, but I couldn't see the screen or turn off the phone, I'm just like, I'm sorry, my phone is broken and I'm not meaning to call you, whatever. So there is a way to call them without pulling out your phone, pressing 911, and then hit dial. So what you do is, in your pocket, you squeeze those buttons, and now 911's calling you, and then fucking, or now you're calling 911,
right.
whatever. So they hear shit going on, and then fucking the cops show up. And then you just get out of the conversation that way. It's not bad.
It's like this guy, and you tell them the story, you're like, this guy's holding me hostage. And then that guy gets arrested.
Yeah, and they have to bring in a negotiator.
Like, I wasn't holding you hostage. It's like, you were just talking too fucking long, man.
The negotiator and the talker start talking back and forth. That's all a negotiator is. It's just, he's the talker, but that's his job professionally.
He's a professional conversation hostage.
Yep.
You are fucking...
He's a hostage conversationalist.
The hostage.
That's what, the hot dog.
I don't know.
I don't know neither. I like it.
Yeah, conversation hostage hotline.
What were your thoughts on the movie?
My thoughts on the movie,
because I've seen the first one and I loved it.
Right.
So I was like, oh, the second one has to be good, and I showed it to you who hadn't seen the first one.
Right. So unbiased, like which many of the movies we see sequels of, I haven't seen the first one, which I think is pretty funny. But it also gives me an unbiased opinion. I get to see this movie by itself without having the first one was better thing, which most of them probably
That's
are.
what I'm going to say as far as this movie goes.
Yeah.
First one's better.
It was, I mean, I see it pretty interesting. They definitely had like some weird like random actors and like some weird like bad acting moments, I feel like. I think the concept is super cool. The whole like middle of the movie I felt like was super dragged out.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot going on. They're just like, now they're in another room and things are closing and blah blah blah. Like this room has like time difference, someone's going faster, but like the whole like midsection of the movie is just like fucking just some nonsense meat.
Yeah.
But otherwise, super cool concept.
Yeah, concept's awesome.
Similar to, I compared it to like before, like to Saw. Like everyone's trapped in the room. They gotta like kind of figure out what's going on. Nobody knows how they got there. But yeah, I did enjoy watching it.
It's like Saw.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm giving it ice cream sandwiches.
No, I'm not. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
Not. It's getting a turd. It's getting a turdy, which is good.
Yeah, it is a turd. We haven't had a turd in a couple episodes, I feel like.
Well, we've been watching Sex and the City. Obviously, we've been watching the classics. We've been watching the fucking all-time greats. Gone with the Wind, Citizen Kane, Sex and the City 2.
I had a friend over my place, and like I have all the movie sequels like just around.
It's like, wow, you suck at movies, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my friend, she was like, she saw Sex and the City too. She's like, you watching Sex and the City? I'm like, no, I don't watch that. I don't fucking watch that. What are you talking about?
No, I would never watch that. That's a coaster.
So overall, like, are you saying it's just shit movie, bad movie?
I didn't like it. I can only imagine the third one's even worse. Cube Zero. The fact that they got the name wrong, but yes. And so all the things that were great in the first movie, where like I explained it to you before we started watching it. All the things that I liked, this movie didn't do. I was like, oh, so they're stuck in this cube. It's like a series of rooms, and the cubes move around, and in each room it's like booby trapped, and all in unique and creative in different ways. And guys are getting like sliced up with lasers and shot down with bullets, and all these awesome fucking ways they're dying. And then in this one, they kind of do that, except the walls would like have like this time differential and start closing in the gap on them and then there would be these isometric diamonds that would shoot out from the wall and like impale people and chop people's heads off. Yeah, but like not in like a cool like, wow, the person doesn't have it anymore. Like they would never show it, and it's always just like implied.
No, it'll show someone else reacting to it, or just like them going like with a noise or something.
So in the other one, like you go into a room right away, whatever booby trap is gonna go off. And this one, they're just like, hey, we're just gonna chill in this room for a bit, and then halfway through them chilling in the room for the night, I guess, they wake up and there's like, hey, what's this little like diamond parallelogram just floating out in the middle of the room? And it's just like this weird, and then it just like fucking spirographs into like 100 million things, starts spinning around, and it like chews up a guy and like as if he was like, you know, just like the chopper, you know?
Yeah, just minces him up.
Yeah, like a food processor.
And so, I mean, what was... Because I honestly didn't pay attention too much to the ending. So, like, she was on, like, a mission to...
Yeah, it was hard to pay attention to that.
I was just, like, so mad.
Well, and that's another thing, too, is, like, that you don't find out what the cube is, and you don't really, like...
Yeah, there are no answers to any of
is
this.
it a government thing? Is the aliens set this up? And then you find out at the end, the girl who survived, she's like, yeah, I was put there on a secret mission to get this weird cube, or this weird, like... I don't know what the hell it is. They never really explain it. That's on a necklace. But all they say is, yeah, I retrieved it, sir. And they're like, oh, you did great service for your country. And then they shoot the woman in the back of the head. And that's how the movie ends. It's like, wow. And it seems like they've been in there for days. And the people have legit been mummified. So those people seem like they've been in there for years and years.
Yeah.
And she's like, how long have I been in there? They're like, 6 minutes.
Yeah. Jaw drop.
And then they're like, phase 2 completed, and I was like, all right, well, this is the second movie, phase 2 completed. Phase 3 obviously is going to be a continuation and be cubed, but no, they're going to make it a prequel and just forget that they're doing this like cube movie continuation thing. I don't know.
I feel like that's a trend in a lot of bad sequels, is like they just have like so much nonsense that doesn't make any sense, or that's never explained, like all the traps or whatever, like the time room. It doesn't say any like that they're in the 4th dimension or anything like that, or somewhere in between, maybe the 3rd and a half dimension.
The Tesseract.
And I think that's just like been a trend in a lot of the shitty sequels we've watched. It's just like they really just like, maybe they start it and as like with good intentions, and then it just ends up being like in the middle of the movie they're like, we're not gonna put a whole lot of it, and then just like the rest of it's just shit or something for the rest of production.
So another thing I want to say about this movie, the director Andrzej Sekula.
Yes.
Andrzej, I don't know how to say his name. Andrzej.
Probably.
Probably, definitely, actually, factually correct.
Probably, definitely, actually, factually.
Anyway, he directed like 5 movies. They were all movies I never heard of or anything like that. But then I was reading his cinematography career.
Yeah. He
did the cinematography for Reservoir Dogs, and that's where he kind of got on the ground running. Then he went and did the cinematography for Pulp Fiction, fucking baller. And then he did the cinematography for Quentin Tarantino's portion of The Four Rooms, The Man from Hollywood. And then he did American Psycho with Christian Bale, and that movie's fucking fantastic too.
This guy's got a crazy track record.
And then he did like a bunch of crazy B-rated horror movies and bad movies. Like he just like did some awesome iconic films, and then he just did also he directed The Cube 2, and that, I guess, like everyone was just like, wait, didn't you direct The Cube 2? And then he's like, yep. And they're like, I don't want you doing cinematography in that movie. But I guess he was like, I guess, super in charge of a lot of the special effects in the movie, because he was credited with like visual effects too. So like the cube spinning around and doing all the crazy stuff, and it doesn't look super real. No. But I guess he was heavily influenced in that.
Yeah, I guess like even like other, I mean, are other like crazy cinematographers or producers, are they just like putting out banger after banger, or do they always have they gotta have like just like shitters in between, you know? And, like everyone, like maybe just like they don't post or promote those shitters that much or something like that. I guess maybe.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't hear of it if they did, you know?
Yeah, unless you're like a dude smash hits back like every few years. Or
Tarantino type.
Tarantino type. He doesn't do any sequels really, right? I mean, Kill Bill 2. Yeah.
Yeah, which I think he only counts that movie as one movie.
Yeah, it's just like...
Yeah, because he's like, I'm going to do 10 movies and that's it. And then if you count Kill Bill as 2 movies, he already did 10.
He's very eccentric. Have you seen like his interviews and stuff? He gets like mad at like some reporters.
Yeah.
He's like, why the fuck you ask me that?
Sometimes he'll get like racist, but he'll like... He does it in like the best way possible, where he's like kind of like a clueless white guy who's trying to be really cool with like black people.
Oh, he's like,
yeah,
what's up, man?
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, this guy's over here. And actually, for my sequel later, I'm going to do a black voice. And I asked about somebody about it at work, and I said, "Can I do that?" And they're like, "No, that's racist." And I was like, well, you did it too, because we were both doing it back and forth.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but nobody's around. And I was like, oh, nobody's going to be around either. It's just going to be me and Chris.
Yeah, and then the whole world that's able to see it. Me, Chris, and all of YouTube.
So I was like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. I mean, think if you commit to it, you got to commit to it.
I have some paint.
Oh, yeah.
In the
you
back.
got some shoe polish back there? Oh, my God, dude. Yeah, that's really...
It's like, here, let me get you real quick.
I get you.
But, like, you could do, like, half blackface. That way you could just go like, when you're doing the story, like that's cool.
Yeah,
right?
and I'll do it like this: normal person, black guy. Normal.
Well, just other person.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm making it worse. God damn it, we always look awful. I know it's just me now.
Funny. I'm honestly mean any things where like this is.
I meant a lot of the shit I said about homeless people, about not giving them money.
I meant every single thing I said about homeless people. This here, this is like we're definitely just making a joke, and we obviously wouldn't do these things and or disparage any other race or anything. Of
course,
it's comedy.
I voted for Obama.
You did?
The second time.
Oh, not the first one? Then you're racist?
No. Well, the first time he was going against McCain. McCain's my man.
Okay.
He's a fucking like war hero.
Who you voted for?
Neither of them are war heroes, but I'm voting for Biden.
Just because of Trump? Because he's
not Trump.
That's like what everyone says is voting for Biden. I'm just like...
I'm hoping the people who like stupidly voted for Trump because it's like, well, he's not a woman, or this time are going to be like, oh, well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to... But let's not get political.
Well, but one thing, I mean, right. I'm still going to go a little political. We could get... Like, we should just get Trump in and out so that he can't ever do it again. Because he can only do 2 terms.
So okay.
Let's all vote for him, like do another 4, and then we don't have to see him again ever.
That's the shittiest thing I've ever. That's so fucking stupid. It's so awful. No, another 4 years he'll devise a way where like he never has to leave presidency.
Yeah, and then he just figures out how to get the 3rd and 4th.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I've declared a state of emergency, and it looks like I need to be president for the end.
A new virus in 2024, and then it's just like some crazy shit. Fucking one thing I will say about Trump is like he's probably cool to do like cocaine with. You know what I mean?
He definitely does cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure he'd be a cool person just to hang out with.
That's what I'm saying. Like as far as running like the country or whatever. But like I was gonna go to like a strip club and like do some cocaine with someone like rich and powerful, like he'd be on the list. Like
you could probably joke around with him, but I can't see him being cool with making a lot of jokes at his expense. You know what I mean? He doesn't seem like the kind of guy who'd be like, hey, what's going on, fag? And he's like, oh, you're not much, dick.
He was in like frats and stuff, so maybe, but probably at this point, he's like, I
think he's just his head, his pride, his ego, everything's just too big where he, like, I think he'd still be a cool person to hang out with because I'm sure he has stories to tell and he'll definitely, there wouldn't be any lulls in the conversation.
Yeah, I'd be like, just take another fucking, like, just have another drink. Trump, he's like, nah, I'm good. And then be like, I didn't know you were a bitch. And he'd be like, you wouldn't take that.
That's a Trump face.
Yeah,
it's almost like a girl's duck face.
Yeah, but it's like flatter. It's like, it's not puckered up. It's like,
yeah, he does like the fake the Tom from Work smile, like it just seems so alien, it's just like it's like somebody pretending to smile.
Yeah, fake smiles are interesting. Like, there's just the phony smiles.
Oh my god. Yep.
We
already got. Yeah, let's not get into the.
We don't have to get too into depth about people we know personally, but
yeah. Well, I could. Fuck it.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter to me no more.
Fucking, but there some people. I mean, I guess it's just all like corporate world. I guess I don't see it in like my personal life ever. Maybe because I just don't hang out with that kind of people. I guess. Like, I don't know. If I'm doing something outside of work, like it's usually because I want to be there with those people because they're fun to be around. I don't know. Some people just like weird fake smilers, fake attitude. I don't know.
No, I need
I don't want to say about it. But
there are situations where things would go smoother if I was smiling, you know, but I just can't bring myself to be fake around people.
Yeah.
So if I'm not feeling it, I'm even like fake laughing at shit, you know, because it's like, oh, it's a nice thing to do. That person told the joke. You know, even if I find it a little funny, at least make an audible laugh, you know, like, yeah. So, but even that's tough. It's tough for me to do because it's so, you know, disingenuous that I don't feel it's right to, and it's not even right to promote bad humor too. So
no.
Yeah.
I think if someone says like a bad joke or something, and like you see someone give like a pity laugh, like you slap the pity laugher, and you go to the person that says the bad joke and you say, "You're a stupid human."
Yeah,
and we all hate you right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
We're gonna have to try again.
As a race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like
as the human race.
Right. I do hate like there's like social situations like that where just like someone's driving the conversation who's like not funny, but like everyone's giving him like a groaner, like that's what
a groaner. I like that.
A groaner, like they just tell a groaner, like everyone's like
yeah.
I have a lot of situations like that on the road.
That sometimes I'll be telling groaners, but it's totally on purpose.
I know you like that's like the difference. It's like
it's totally on purpose. Like I'll tell the worst joke with the fucking shittiest punchline, but I know it.
Yeah, because you fucking look at me and you go.
I mean, like, how about that?
I'm like, you fucker.
How about that for a pun?
That's the context. Is I know you, and I know you're being a fucking wiener by saying some dumbass pun. Fucking. But like some people are like will tell a joke like that and they'll be like, oh, am I fucking right, buddy, or what?
Yeah.
and then you know just shoot them in the head or whatever. Can you toss me one of those?
Yes, sir.
Bad boys. Boop.
Anything else before we start getting into ratings and stuff like
yeah, we'll start getting in the tail end here.
Well, the main girl, Carrie, I would say she's pretty hot.
Yeah.
She was pretty hot. I would give her, she's about like a 7, almost an 8. And then you just meet like the rich lawyer who like says, trust me, if I was taken, there's a reason why I was taken, and it cost a lot of money to hold me hostage. I don't know. But she seemed more like a rich prostitute than a lawyer.
Yeah, I didn't like her face.
She was, I would say she's hotter than Carrie. So I'll go, you can get Carrie, I'll take her. So, well, anyways, the rich hot lawyer, you actually see her tits in it. While her and the nerd are like fucking and they're just spinning into mummies. They're like spinning in this time room where time is like going super fast. And their clothes are like spinning around, flying off them. Like
that's my excuse to women when like I got premature ejaculate.
We're in like the cube.
Yeah, I'd be like, oh, it's just like the fucking time lapse. Like,
actually I lasted 10 hours.
Yeah.
You know, but for you it only felt like probably, 10 seconds?
Yeah, I know. If you can't come in like 10 theoretical hours, like...
Yeah.
What the hell's going on?
I'm sorry, I'm in this separate cube where time's going super slow, and it seemed, for me, I was fucking you for like half the day.
Yeah.
You know, jackhammering away. Fucking, for you, it looked like you were moving really, really slow to me. So like you must have been stuck in this different cube, and then you say you don't believe me, and then you watch the movie Cube 2.
Yeah, you watch the movie Cube 2, then you're like, peace out, I'm going to go get some wings, and then and that's it.
And you're like, which ones do you want? Spicy, barbecue? I can also get like the Thai wings.
Yeah, whatever you want. If you just want like a side salad, if you're like that, you know, fun, you know.
Yep.
Fucking. Yeah, they're both hot. Even the old lady, I mean, she's good looking for an old lady.
Yeah, she was definitely the most, like, the movie's Canadian, so she was definitely the most Canadian woman of all time. She's like, hello, I'm Miss Paley.
Yes, and the guy at the watch was like the second most Canadian.
Yeah, they were like fighting it off as the most Canadian people of all time.
Yeah.
The guy with the watch, Jerry, just keeps getting murdered, and I don't even know the name of the dickhead guy that keeps murdering him. He keeps murdering him and stealing his watch, and he goes up and pulls up his sleeve and just filled with Jerry watches.
Oh man, that was good. Yeah, the asshole guy was real good at, like, is real bad at being an asshole.
He seemed like a...
So corny.
You know what I can't fucking picture who I remember. He reminded me of a professional wrestler, but I don't know enough about wrestling to know which one.
Yeah.
They had like spiked back hair. I don't think Rod Piper. He reminded me of a professional wrestler.
He reminded me of one too. I can't put.
Fuck! I wish we talked about it last night, so then we would have had it at the ready.
Fucking who else? There's the nerdy guy. I think that's all the characters. Just 7 people. There's not a whole lot else to say about it.
Yeah, there's not much. We already gave away the ending. All right, so we're both giving it a 30.
Mm-hmm.
I want to give this one a 3. 3 turd sandwiches.
I could give it more.
You well, that's why. What do you think? And then maybe we'll even.
I could throw it at a 4 or 5, and then we could do a 4 if you want.
What's that song? How you meet me in the middle. Right? How's that song go?
I don't know.
Remember that one?
I don't know. I just kind of started following you. I don't know what the song is.
Well, you knew the words.
Meet me in the middle.
Meet me in the middle.
I don't know.
Ah, fuck. I can't remember. It's like it was big last year. Yeah. So how about we meet in the
baby? Why don't you just meet me in the middle? That's
doing it just a little.
Great song.
Is it Kesha? It's like somebody like
I'm a
that.
finger snapper. You know what I'm saying?
A Nicki Minaj?
Probably. It's Kesha, Minaj, Perry, Katie, Taylor Swift. Probably. I don't know.
I don't think it's any of those.
Baby,
why don't you meet me in the middle? All right, so let's meet in the middle because of the song at 4.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which is
4 out of 10 on the shit spectrum of sandwiches.
undisputed.
Whatever sandwich you don't like, yeah, official undisputed rating. Go fuck yourself.
Why? Are there people who like shit sandwiches?
I mean,
No. Maybe there's a sandwich they like less.
Less than shit.
Like a baby brain sandwich.
Baby brains? I mean, that could be like a delicacy in some places, dude.
How about
And
this?
so could shit, I guess.
Well, oh fuck! It matters who shits
Yeah.
because they make the coffee grounds out of the shits of those fucking wombats and like
Guano.
the guano. They call it guano. They call it pastrami. All right, let me think. The worst sandwich of all time. The shit sandwich is like, yeah, you know, that's pretty bad. That's actually extremely bad. Maybe just your dad's dick sandwich.
Your dad's dick.
You know, like I wouldn't want that. I'm not gonna invite
World famous. Your dad's.
There's only one, right? There's only one of those sandwiches. I'm sorry, my dad only had one.
Yeah, as far as I know. Fucking.
On a Kaiser, on pumpernickel.
Jeez, that's kind of fucking.
That sucks.
Anything on pumpernickel. It's so sour, tart, weird. I don't even know. I haven't had pumpernickel since the first time I had it.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I might have had it twice because I think I gave it a second shot once.
Well, that's the thing. Like I still try things like that. Every once in a while, just to remind myself that I don't like them.
Yeah,
you know?
Maybe it's like the first time you had it was a bad batch.
Because I have fucking started to like other things as I've gotten older. Like I never liked mayo when I was growing up. Now I like
mayo with the right things is okay, but I didn't like mayo growing up either.
No, well, I think because I just like a skim of fucking mayo, dude.
Exactly, dude.
Like I don't want shit popping out the sides. It's just to hydrate the top layer of the bread.
Exactly.
And it gives a little tanginess. And that's all you need.
Dude,
I don't need a glob of mayo.
My sentiments exactly.
Or sour cream. I just need a little bit of sour cream.
Sour cream might go on the other way, because I'm not putting sour cream on any sandies, any sandwiches.
No. I'm talking Ritos.
I'm talking Ritos. I'm talking tacos.
Mm-hmm.
Talking tacos. That's a good podcast name. Really,
you can go to a food truck and just stand outside and eat tacos. Be like, dude, talking tacos with Chris and Mike.
Yeah.
This taco, it's got pork and lettuce. And
then we'll stand outside like the food truck and we'll give them free advertising if they'll give us a free taco.
Yeah.
Or we could do the Doritos Locos taco.
And girls will like walk by and be like, how's your taco? And then they'll be like, my vagina? I'm like, no, the taco you're eating, you stupid lady.
Yeah. No, and I'd be like, yeah, of course your vagina.
Yeah, of course. How is it?
How is it?
What's the shape? Do you have an outer or inner labia? Where's the clitoris?
I'm gonna need to know all this information when I'm.
Please draw me up a graph. Schematics. Anyway, yeah, Doritos Locos Tacos. What's your Taco Bell go-to? What's your favorite Taco Bell?
My favorite.
Sorry, I keep burping.
Taco Bell. I didn't even notice, man. My go-to Taco Bell back when I used to go to Taco Bell all the time. They used to have a thing called. It was like a meal deal.
On a box, like the $5 box?
No, it was like even cheaper. It was like a $3 meal deal. So you got a drink, you got a bag of Doritos, and then you got like a cheap ass burrito. And the burrito I used to get was a chicken burrito. So it was just like pretty much basic like chicken rice. But then I used to take the bag of Doritos, crumble it up, and pour it inside the burrito.
Did you do this pre like the beefy nacho griller and stuff? Because you made.
Oh yeah.
So you're kind of an innovator.
I did that. Thanks.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't thank me. Thank you.
You're right. True God here. Make way. So yeah, I used to do that, and then besides for that, the quesadilla is just fucking so good. It's so expensive. They know what they have. Every time I go to get a quesadilla, it's more money. You know, it's like so thin. It's got to be so cheap for them to make.
Yeah.
And it's like $2.75, and then I get it again. It's like it's $3.25, and I think it's like $4 now.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you guys know what you got. You guys know that you have this fucking amazing thing that people can't live without.
It's like your heroin dealer just being like, yeah, I know you fucking need it, bitch.
Yeah, the first bag's free. Here you go, ass.
Yeah, no problem. Fucking, what do you got for Cube Cubed?
Cube Cubed, the movie that should have fucking been made.
Mike Sequel series. There's more sounds. Anyway, yeah, Mike Sequel. Cube Cube.
There's more sounds too.
There'll be sounds playing over us.
So
acapella-ing the sounds. Anyway.
In Cubed. The Tesseract. I don't know.
The queso rack.
The queso rack. That's good. That's really good.
The queso rack. That sounded good. Damn, that's the new Taco Bell.
Oh, I got some cheese, man. Just cheese is the way to bees. Well, yeah. So, anyways, I just have like a few like points on this, and I was hoping I could kind of fling it off the top of my dick and make up the rest. So, anyways, Cube, the movie that should have been made. Everybody is stuck in the cube, and there are booby traps in each room, but what they call it in the Cubed, they call them QB traps. So I thought of that. So I thought that's
QB snacks.
That's excellent. Oh, that's really good too.
Yeah,
very good. Actually, you know what? In one of the rooms, wakes up like Scooby Doo, but it's actually Scooby Doo, because in another room there's Ice Cube. He's in one of the rooms, and that's when I'm gonna do Black Voice later. He's like, yo, man, why am I waking up in this room? This is crazy. This is weird. That's not that bad,
Wait,
right?
Ice Cube or Ice Tea? No,
shit.
It's Ice Cube. It's because he's Cube.
Yeah. I'm not doing a good Ice Cube. I'm actually doing the voice of Ice T.
Because Ice T, he's more like me. He's like, come on, man, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, I was thinking of the guy from Law and Order.
Yo, what's up, motherfucker?
Yeah, he's like, man, this is weird. What the fuck? Why am I in a cube? And why is it ice cold?
Fucking, and the Scooby-Doo is like, what is he? Is he a mix between Scooby-Doo and like Cubert?
No, it's straight up Scooby-Doo.
Oh, it's just yeah.
But everybody has like an Icelandic accent, so there's a Scooby-Doo. So, and then one of them is Dr. Rubik's in another room, so they call him Rubik's Cube.
That's cool.
And then in the last room is Cuba Gooding Jr. Ooh, classic actor, you know? And that's all the Cube puns I could think of.
I got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So they're all in, they meet up, and Scooby-Doo starts doing some math and just figures out that way to get out of the cube. And that's it. Yeah. I really didn't think of a plot to that. All I thought of was Ice Cube. And then I was doing Ice Cube's voice all day.
Hey, man!
I was doing Ice-T's voice all day, thinking it was Ice Cube.
But he landed such a sweet-ass role in fucking, what's he in, NCIS or one of those?
He's in Law and Order.
Law and Order, yeah. Fucking, he's the guy just like, motherfucker! Like, they get one motherfucker per episode, and he always uses it.
Yeah.
Unlike, for cable TV. He's like, who gets the motherfucker of this episode? And he's just like, it's me again! Or something.
Yeah, it's definitely not Mariska.
Yeah. Fucking. Alright, that's fucking dope.
But at least we have the plot ready, the people ready, and guess what? It's going to be a continuation of the second one, which it should have always been.
Yeah, it should have just been Quentin Tarantino. Please reach out to us at we don't have an email, but blah 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 blah. But anyway, fucking, that's a good episode.
Yes, excellent.
4 out of 10 shit sandwiches. Thanks for watching Mission Impossible. Thank you.
Thanks. Oh, and you're welcome.
Thanks and you're welcome. And you're gay.